Hello, welcome to another edition of the Alphabet Project. We are on C. To be honest with you, I am in a bit of a reading slump. And so by the time this goes out, this will already be out. But Red Taylor's version is coming out tomorrow, midnight. So I'm very preoccupied with the 10-minute version of All Too Well. Like, that's actually happening to me. So, like, that's all I can really think about right now. But, like, as a creator and as, like, a person, I don't want to be in a book slump. So I'm persevering. So, last night I picked out books starting with C. And it was really weird. Like, some of my shelves had, like, so many C's, it was really hard to choose from. And one shelf, there was only one C. So, like, that was the book that I went with. So that was interesting. So let me go through them real fast. They all have audiobooks. I feel blessed. So, starting today, I don't know which one I'm starting with. So I'll update again. I just want to tell you what I am reading. The first book is Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman. This was another one that I read, kinda, and it was one that I set aside. Technically, I DNF'd it, but I never got rid of it and always had intentions of coming back to it. So here I am, coming back to it. I was reading this when I was pregnant, and you know, if you've been here, you know I life slump when I'm pregnant, so never getting pregnant again. So this is the first one. Pretty excited for it. I've heard the audiobook is the way to go. So that's how I always feel. The next one, this was one that was the only C on my last shelf, and that is The Chalk Man by Cj Tudor. I know nothing about this except that it might be horror and it doesn't have great reviews. So, okay. The next one I'm very excited for. This was getting a lot of hype on Booktube a couple years ago, and so I bought it, and that is Confessions by Kane Monato. And this does have an audiobook, which I was really surprised about, and it's really short. I'm thinking I'm going to start with this one, so we'll see. The next one I've had on my shelf for so long. This was another one where I was like intentionally getting books that I want to read and also have been on my shelf for forever. And that is The Couple Next Door by Lapina. I know nothing about this except that it has been on my shelf for so long. So it's time. The next one I'm so excited about, and I honestly might start this one first because it's contemporary young adult romance, and that is Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett. When I was like sitting almost done B's and like looking at my shelves, I saw this one and I was like, oh, I'm totally picking this out no matter what for C. And I did. So very excited to read this. And last but not least, this has been on my shelf since I lived in Maryland. So that's 5 years ago, and that is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. I know nothing about this. Is this going to be a DNF? I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to start Chasing Lucky. As soon as I remembered that I picked this one, so I'm going to start Chasing Lucky right now. I'm just feeling this one the most, so let's go. So I'm 45% into Chasing Lucky, and I'm liking it. It just seems long, and this is me saying that, the person who like reads Morgan Matsen's super long YA contemporaries. So, I will say with Chasing Lucky, like there's a lot going on. But I think I'm liking it. My only thing so far is that like, I don't know if it's just like filler writing or just like filler plot, but it just seems like there's a lot going on, maybe too much going on. So we'll see, because I'm only 45% in, so hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. Red comes out tomorrow, so like, am I gonna read? I have no idea. We'll see. I'm DNFing Chasing Lucky, 50% in. So I started it on Thursday and then got 44% in and took a day off to listen to Red, and then started listening to it again just now, and just like absolutely do not give a shit about this. I don't like Lucky. I don't like Josie. I don't like the writing. I hate this audiobook. So I'm not gonna do it. So first DNF of C is Chasing Lucky. That sucks. Because I liked Alex Approximately so much, and my best friend Jordan really liked this book, and I don't like it. So I'm sad. I don't know what I'm starting next. Hold on. Okay, I'm only 7% in, but the writing is so weird because it's translated, so that makes sense. So I'm just like trying to like not get lost, I guess, and like figure out the writing. So the writing is weird, but the story is good. And I'm only 7% in, so we'll see how it goes. I just finished Confessions. Shoot, hold on. Okay. So the audiobook wasn't the greatest. I was a little confused because it's 4 people's points of view, but only 2 narrators, and I was like, who the fuck is talking? Then once I got my shit together and figured it all out, I really liked it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. The ending alone, like, I got goosebumps. It was just like so good. So very good. 4 stars. Good. So I've decided that I'm going to start The Couple Next Door. It's another like kind of short one, and I am just feeling it, to be honest, since Confessions was a little bit of a thriller. I'm just like in the thriller mood. So going with The Couple Next Door. Now, I have not looked at reviews. I have no idea what it's about. I just buy things. So let's see how it goes. I suck. Okay, bye. Okay, so The Couple Next Door starts with a couple's baby being kidnapped, they think, and the baby is only 6 months old and Theo is only 6 months old, so it's like kind of hitting close to home, and I'm like, I don't know, but I like the mystery aspect of it, so we shall proceed. So I'm 51% into The Couple Next Door, and it's really good. I just got to like the plot twist, and now something else has happened, and I will say it's just like very readable. Like, I was sitting here yesterday listening to it, and I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen, and it's just very fast paced, so like it has that going for it. I'm liking it so far. I honestly, I don't know how it's going to end, so I'm like, I very much want to keep like listening to it. So this is good news all around, so I will let you know probably when I finish it, or if there's like another plot twist, so we'll see. So I'm 83% into The Couple Next Door, and it's starting to lose me. It's just like, so we know like what's happened to this baby, but kinda, but there's just like so much back and forth between both of these characters who I absolutely hate. There's like not one good thing about any of these characters, so like it's starting to lose me, but I'm almost done, so I might as well figure out what's gonna happen. But like, it's annoying now. Like yesterday, and like my update an hour ago was like, oh my god, this is so good, and now I'm like, oh fuck, I hate everyone. So I don't know, we'll see. I finished The Couple Next Door. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. Overall, it was good. Couple of twists and turns. The ending was good. Just wasn't like the best thriller I've ever read, but absolutely was not like a Riley Sager. And it hit a landing, so I'm gonna give it 3 stars. So it's pretty good. I think I'm going to just stick with this thriller thriller thing that I'm doing and go with the Chalkman next. I looked up on Goodreads what it was about. Looks like a thriller. That was like all I really got. It takes place in like England, so we'll see how it goes. I usually don't like audiobooks with an accent because I'm stupid, but we'll see how it goes. You know, I am never not one to DNF, so we'll see how this goes. But I just figured since I've already read 2 thrillers in a row, we might as well get the last thriller. I didn't realize that I chose so many thrillers, but you know, it is what it is, so let's go. Listen, I only made it 18% into the Chalkman, and I just know it is not for me. The audiobook is not good. There are a ton of characters, and it is one narration. which never works for me. Probably because I'm stupid, but also because that's just how I like audiobooks. So, I am not going to pick this up physically because, like I said, I don't care. I don't care. I wasn't like very excited to read this. This has been on my shelf for a very long time. I got it on Book Outlet when I still shop there. So, you know, it was probably $2 and that's why I got it. So like, you live and learn. I don't use Book Outlet anymore, and I am learning to stop picking up books just because they're $2. So this is a DNF. So 2 DNFs, DNF Chasing Lucky as well. But The Couple Next Door was good and got 3 stars, and Confessions was really good and got 4 stars. So I just like, if I don't care, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, life is way too short. So yeah. So I am driving to book club tonight, and I'm going to start Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman. I started this before, and just like put it aside. So I don't know how it's going to go. I'm not like super excited about it, and also I'm in a reading slump. So, we'll see how it goes. But like, I have an hour drive tonight, so I might as well listen to an audiobook, or maybe I'll listen to Taylor Swift. No, I'm gonna listen to Challenger Deep. Okay. So I'm 38% into Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman, and I was a little lost listening to it, but it's starting to, like, I'm starting to figure it out. I believe that the main character in this book is schizophrenic, and it actually has to do with Neil Schusterman's son, so it's like based off his son. So I'm interested in it. I'm definitely going to at least listen to an hour more of the audiobook and see how it's going, but I don't know. No thoughts yet. So I was checking other reviews of Challenger Deep on Goodreads, and said that I read this and gave it 3 stars. And I just want to call myself out and say, I did not read this. I don't know why I put it down as read, but I can say that this time I officially DNF'd it, so I'll be like changing my review and everything. This was just absolutely putting me in a reading slump, and I'm almost at 200 books this year, and I know like that doesn't matter, but like, wouldn't it be fun to get to 200 books this year? So I'm DNFing Challenger Deep. I'm so glad that so many people like liked it and really enjoyed it, but also the reviews that I was looking at were like, this is so confusing, what the fuck? So I don't care enough to do that, and I'm finally glad to like honestly get it off my shelves, because I did not read it the first time I put it on Goodreads as read and like left a review. So there's that. DNF Challenger Deep. Okay, hold on. So I really thought that I was just going to end the alphabet project with Challenger Deep, because I was in such a reading slump. Like, I reread a favorite book because I just did not want to get into a reading slump. But just for funsies, last night I tried the audiobook of The Conspiracy of Us and actually really liked it. I'm like 38% into it. I feel like I'm flying through. I thought because of the cover that this was more of like YA fantasy. It is not. It is like a YA Illuminati. Which I did not know. A lot of these books on my shelves, I have no idea what they're about. So that's like my second issue. My first issue is spending so much money on books. My second issue is that I buy the books not knowing what they're about. So this is one of them. I'm liking it so far. I will say it's so unrealistic, but like, that's fine. It doesn't have to be. The silliest part was that like, she meets this like guy and he's like, I know your family, come to Paris with me. She's just like, okay, cool. I was like, idiot. You're gonna get murdered. But that's probably because I watch too much true crime. Anyway. I'm liking this. I have so much left of this book, and I know that it's a series, so I don't know. I don't know. So I do see myself finishing this for the alphabet project, and then I'll be done C. But I can say that I'm liking this one. I'm liking it. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I finished The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. I liked it. It started to lose me in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, no, wait, what? Let me start over. It started to lose me at the end. There was just like a lot happening for like a big reveal and a big like cliffhanger for the next book in the series, which I will not be reading. But I mean, overall, I liked it. I'm going to give it 3 stars. It definitely wasn't my favorite out of the C project, but like I'm glad that I read it and I'm going to unhaul it. So let me move real fast and I'm going to do a wrap up of C. Okay, so the first book that I read in DNF'd I'm actually really sad about is Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett. I have only ever read Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett, and I really liked that one, and I just did not like this one. I also didn't like Serious Moonlight by her, so like, I don't know, do I not like Jen Bennett? I don't know. Next, I read Confessions by Kenai Monato. This was translated, and I thought it was really good. I gave this 4 stars. The ending, like it's been like a week since I read it, and I still like think about it. So I will say I really like this one. I think next was The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina. I really like this one. I think I gave it 3 stars. It feels like a 3 star. It's been a couple of days since I read it, and like I still remember how it ended, and I just thought it was good. So I don't know, 3 stars. It wasn't the best like thriller mystery I've ever read, but it certainly wasn't the worst. And then I DNF'd The Chalk Man, mostly because like I just did not give a fuck about this. I probably didn't give a fuck about this when I bought it, and I certainly don't give a fuck about this now. I know for a fact that I got it on Book Outlet when I still shop there, so it was probably like $2, and I was just like, this is a great deal, which it was, but then you didn't end up reading it, so. Okay, the next book that I DNF'd was The Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman. I know people really like this one, but this is the second time I've tried to read it and just did not work for me, so I don't know. And then last but not least is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. 3 stars for this one. Absolutely did not think it was bad, didn't think it was super great. I will not be continuing on with the series of this, and I am going to unhaul it. So the only book that I am keeping on my shelves from the C project is Confessions. So everything else is being unhauled. So that's that.